Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool just lost 2-1 to Man United at Old Trafford and yeah, look, mass frustration, annoyance, anger even, all absolutely valid emotions after that. Look, regardless of anything, it's simply because I can't stand losing to them. Can't, hate it. It's one of the things I hate most in life, in every walk of life. It's just something, yeah, it's always very hard to take no matter how the game pans out. I think Liverpool were the agents of their own demise in this game, if I'm perfectly honest. I think Man United, I think it's unfair to say they parked the bus. I don't think they did, but I don't think their game plan was to have the ball. I don't think the gameplay was to dominate it. That's how Mourinho plays against Liverpool. He's done it since he was back in the days at Chelsea and whatever. He's happy for the opponent to have the ball and he trusts his team to defend and he looks to it on the counter attack. We've experienced this so many times in the past. Now, what it means from Liverpool, and we saw this at Anfield, and Mourinho referenced it by saying that Liverpool didn't take a midfield, go more attacking or whatever, because you've got to be aware of that threat going the other way. Now, I think this is why I think Liverpool are to blame in this regard, because it's two long balls down the pitch. It's two long balls from the goalkeeper. Dejan Lovren gets beaten by Lukaku, and then look, Trent just is basically had on toast by Rashford, and it was a big game for Trent Alexander-Arnold today. I thought he handled himself brilliantly last year when he came into the game. He's gone up so many levels, I think, as a footballer since then. He's put some terrific performances in for Liverpool today. This was not one of them. The only pleasing thing was that his head didn't go completely. He was still able to be functional, but having to bring Gini Wijnaldum into the game for him in the second half told you what you needed to. He's the lad who's supposed to be more of an attacking threat of our fullback options. That's why he got the nod, I think, instead of Gomez, because Gomez could have come onto that game. We needed someone who could offer something going forward. And look, it was the right decision to take Trent off. Maybe even he could have come off at half-time with a bit of hindsight. So yeah, not great from him. And Dejan Lovren, I felt this was the right game for him. I thought he was going to be in a physical contest. You needed someone with a bit of fire in them, in his veins or whatever, and it didn't transpire that way, as it turns out. Probably could have done with Matip's extra height, because I think Matip probably just about handles those Lukaku headers, or maybe we switch in and put Van Dijk on. I don't know. I don't think Lovren can handle Lukaku. He just didn't today, and look, Lukaku's a tremendous footballer, isn't he? As much as we like to have a laugh every now and again when people miss shots or do whatever, he's good. He's very good in the air. He's a big, powerful lad, and he's improved with that Mourinho, because he does use him, and he has certainly in the last couple of weeks when I've watched him, used him more of a target man. He played that target man role, the sort of pseudo Emil Heskey style role, more about bringing others into the game than maybe scoring goals himself. And look at he's pivotal and how he plays, a fair play in that. So yeah, Lovren and Alexander-Arnold, and they put us on a bad foot. You don't go 2 goals down at Old Trafford and expect to take anything from the game. The encouraging side was that maybe we could have. We were the dominant team. We looked the only team likely to score. In the second half, I thought we handled ourselves well. We kept our composure. We tried to make things happen. Just a couple too many instances where it drops on the edge of the box and people are trying to stick worldies in. That's us losing our heads, and that's one of those games where I thought Emre was really good in midfield. You need a Jordan Henderson in there, someone who will be prepared to try and unlock stuff rather than, I don't know, just try the easiest thing and too many block shots in the edge of the box. And it's tough. You've got to work it wide, and when we worked it wide, we caused problems. And look, that's how our goal comes about. Eric Bailly tries the reverse no-look Firmino celebration finish, and he finishes with aplomb, and that's great to see from the young centre half. Dynamite finish, better than anything we could muster today. You've been given that gift back into the game that we've made by stretching the play. Got to keep doing more of that, and ultimately when you get down to the last 10 minutes of a football match against the Mourinho side, it's when the dark arts come out, and there's no better manager in world football at handling those situations. Look, go back to 13-14. We've seen it time and time again, and that's what he's got them doing. And look, I could have a little bit of fun at Man United and a little bit of the setup and their approach and what have you. But ultimately, in this game, that's a criticism for them for another day. If the United fans can start to question how he sets up in the future, but you know what? I don't care how you win those games, so long as you win them. I wouldn't mind. I genuinely couldn't care less how Liverpool play, provided they get the win. So if I was a United fan, I wouldn't give 2 shits about how they'd approached it, because they've taken all 3 points and they've opened up a significant gap above us, and it's 5 points now in second. And it means that, look, Liverpool are going to have to get back back on the treadmill, get back the noses to the grindstone, get back into the swing of beating everyone else. Chelsea's the only really big game left to come away from home. Got to win every other game now between now and the end of the season, and hope United drop points elsewhere if we're going to finish second. Hope that other people around us slip up as well, and just basically get back to winning ways. Massively disappointing. I hate it. The one last point I think is worth pointing. I thought Craig Pawson, that we haven't found a referee to truly loathe in a while. I think he's taken that mantle. He was abysmal in the West Brom game at Anfield in the FA Cup and his VAR antics. He was dreadful again today. I don't think the penalty decisions are maybe as clear-cut as other people are making out, but I just thought in general, I thought his decision-making was crap. I thought maybe Valencia could have been sent off for a high foot, etc., etc. But it doesn't matter. The game was what it was. Liverpool should have been more. They should have been better. They should have been tighter, and they should have been more clinical when they were given opportunities, and they weren't. So in that instance, that's a game you can lose. You can lose to Man United at Old Trafford even when they're a terrible team. Never mind when they're a decent team and they're second in the league already. So yeah, disappointing, but ultimately we've got to move on. I'll be doing your Twitter comments on another video in a minute, so stay tuned for that. Listen, if you think Liverpool can go on and still have an amazing end to the season, that this is just one of those games, drop a like on the video. Keep your thoughts coming in the comments below, and Chris will be live in a moment or two. So hang around the channel, make sure you subscribe to get the notification for that to get it first.